Victor Martinez has joined us on the stage. Victor, you've won this competition. You've had your fair share, I think anybody would say, of setbacks over the years, but you seem to overcome every single one of them, and to this day, you still have the best disposition of anybody I've ever met. I think if anybody was thrown the deck of cards that Victor has been over the last few years with injuries and just tragedies and and overcoming obstacles, you've got to meet him, and Victor will still greet you with a smile on his face, with that same Victor grin that you always get, and hey, I just do what I do, and I just keep going, one step and forward. So, Vic, congratulations, for everything you've overcome, Victor. And we're all looking forward to you back. Are you going to be on this stage next year, Victor?
That's what I'm definitely looking for, to be back here in one piece, and be on this stage, and add multiple titles like all the guys up here, and I mean, over the years, competing and again, like some of them have said, they never plan on becoming a big time bodybuilder or anything like that. Stepping on the Olympia stage with the best and competing with the best, it's just never dawned on me. It had to come from my trainer. He would see me in the gym. I would just work out for myself. Again, I started bodybuilding as a more therapeutical thing and stay out of trouble thing, which it worked sometimes, but but just looking at the magazines, and the first time I heard the word striation was when I saw Rich Gaspari, and I mean, to get that, I was like, what the hell do I have to do? There's always a new challenge, and looking at magazines and seeing these new physiques, and then seeing Mike Ashley and his balance, his classic look, and Sean Ray, I mean, I thought he was, 6 foot tall and, massive guy, and the physique he built, and Vince Taylor. So each time I see these guys in the magazine, I always, I had a confused, feeling like, who am I going to emulate? And I would constantly, it would change every month when a new magazine came out, And then Flex Wheeler came around, and how the hell am I going to look like this cartoon character?
Actually, Vince has the answer to that, actually. It's ketchup, hamburger, and Diet Coke.
Well, that's another one. Yeah, well, that's another one. Like Vince Taylor said, he was eating, ketchup and all of that. I had no clue whatsoever on nutrition, and I would just go to the gym. I would eat a couple of slices of pizza and work out for 3 hours, and then maybe have a hamburger after the workout. And I knew it was wrong. I just didn't know. I wasn't that dedicated because I didn't know I was going to be. I wanted to be a champion bodybuilder. Then I would go in the gym and then run into Kai, because we pretty much started working on a New York City gym, and he'll be there with like a whole freaking tub of like 50 chicken breasts. And everything, and here I am eating a Blimpie sandwich, and I'm like, all right, I think I have to change something. And
by the way, for any of you aspiring bodybuilders here, do not do anything that these guys do.
Yeah, but one thing, I was learning from each one of them, and again, Vince Taylor said, he would just change his training methods, and just trying to find my identity as a bodybuilder. Again, I would see my Francois. I thought I could be that mass monster. I would see Ronnie Coleman, and I thought I could be like that. And so it's finding that physique and building it to where you can be your champion in your own the physique, and so that took a while again. But once I changed my nutrition, again, watching Kai and reading the magazines on and on, that kind of changed my whole competitive view in bodybuilding, because I saw how I can gain muscle, how I could be competitive, how I could be on that stage. But again, if it wouldn't have been for my trainer, I still would have just been in the gym, just working out, just again reading the magazines, not knowing that it was possible. And for his encouragement again, and believing in myself, that was definitely something. And what the guys brought, I mean, now you actually get to see it all online, different publications and everything. I couldn't afford the magazine before. There was no computers, so now everybody has the advantages, that I didn't have, and I thought it was great, seeing them and being motivated, time and time again.
Well, Vic, bring me to the present now. You got all your parts back together?
Yeah.
You look like you've got the size back on. So the $1 million question, of course, is when will we see Victor Martinez back in an IFBB Pro stage?
Well, that was a question of 2013, and I said if I'm going to come back, might as well come back in my own backyard in New York City. So I will be doing the New York Pro. And again, there's always a lot of fans local. I see in the gym. I work out in many gyms in the city, and a lot of fans want to see me compete. And there's always been the Olympia, the Arnold, and everybody gets to travel and get to see these shows. So I'm very blessed, to be from New York City, live in New York City, and be competing in New York City, and I look forward to that. And hopefully give my fans something that they get to see in person and not have to travel.
All right, folks, you heard it here. Right now, New York Pro this year, Victor Martinez. All right, a two-time winner, and the winner, was it, last year, Branch won last year, correct? That's right. Greene, the Predator, is in the house. Kai, congratulations on all your successes in your bodybuilding career, of course, but talk to me specifically about your wins here at the Arnold Classic.
Hello. Wow, I don't even know what to say. My wins here at the Arnold Classic are not my own. They're the product of a lot of help and a lot of support. And I'm just very, very privileged and honored today to sit here on this stage with the company that I'm with. It is overwhelming and unbelievable. I'm still struggling to process it.
Kai, give me your interpretation of what makes the Arnold different than the Olympia. You've obviously been on both stages many times now, but they seem to both have their own flavor.
Man, the Arnold has a prestige all its own. It's this is an amazing sporting event weekend. There's so many things that happen here, and it's all grown from, the bodybuilding show that we know as the Arnold Classic. There's so much that occurs here this weekend. Now it's grown to become this thing that can employ and so many people and bring so much revenue, hopefully, to Columbus. I guess there's a lot of fronts you can talk about, but to win the Arnold Classic, to compete in the Arnold Classic, a lot of times I think in the beginning, years before I could ever even imagine seeing myself here, the thought could be intimidating, to think about getting the opportunity to go there, but then to also see your dream kind of unfold on that stage. And you can imagine, hopefully, to be able to shake, at the time, Governor Schwarzenegger's hand and, be handed the trophy. You watched every road to the Olympia with all of the great champions, and you imagined, wow, what it would be like to stand on the stage at the Arnold when they were presented with their various awards. What would the watch feel like? What would the car feel like? How heavy was the remote control vehicle? Wow, could you get a Hummer? What would that be like? Would would Arnold Schwarzenegger's hand be cold and clammy, or would it be this strong, assertive shake? To describe it, I guess I'm still in awe. I'm just in awe. It's an awesome experience.
I love your insights because everybody knows you're a thinker, and you like to put a lot of thought process into all your experiences, which I love. I mean, because we have great competitors, but not only great competitors, but great characters. Here in our industry, and that's what makes our industry what it is. It's nothing's cookie cutter here. Everybody's got their own blend. Everybody's got their own brand. Vince has got his balls. So we've got it firmly in hand. So, Kai Greene, ladies and gentlemen.